How's it going, everybody? Welcome to OP Entertainment. I'm Omar Darwish.
And I'm Pratik Cherian.
And this is our most anticipated movies of next year. We're going to do a draft style kind of... You explain. You're better explain.
If you saw our video from last year, you know how this works. Basically, we're going to do this snake draft style. So, person who gets the first pick takes the first pick. The next person takes picks 2 and 3, and then we alternate 2 picks back and forth. We're picking 10 movies each. And hopefully that... I'm sure there's going to be some stuff that's left out or that we forgot, but... You know, this is what we're looking forward to. At least that we think we're looking forward to as of right now. Last year, notably, I took Kraven the Hunter with the very last pick, and I still have not seen it and don't plan to. So
I haven't seen it either. And ironically, I took Inside Out 2 as last pick.
Which you have not seen.
I haven't seen either.
May or may not be on my top 5 of 2024.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned for that coming later. But yeah, all right. So we decided off camera that since Omar had the first pick last year, I would take the first pick for this year.
First, I want to say something off the bat.
Sure.
A lot of movies coming out this year.
A lot of movies coming out.
I'm not excited for most of them, but I'm really excited about a handful. Is that how you feel?
Yeah, there's a handful that I'm like, oh man, I love these. And then there's like a larger chunk where I'm like, I'm curious. Yeah. Could be good.
This is one of those years where I'm like, okay, this is real dependent on the festivals and what's going to come out of that. Because I think the best movies of this year, most years, the best movies, we don't even know what they're going to be. You know what I mean?
There's most of the time, that's what happens. And, you know,
that's what's so fun about these lists and then comparing and contrasting them to like our top lists of the year. So,
absolutely. All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I have the number 1 pick. Off the bat, I'm just going to say it. James Gunn's Superman. I don't know what they're calling it now, but we're taking Superman, number 1.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I think that's the movie that I want to see the most, that you also want to see the most. So.
I was so apprehensive, and then I saw that teaser that they dropped, and it just made me so happy.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, all right, that's it. Number 1. I'm so curious to see what happens with it.
Okay. Cool.
All right, you've got the next 2.
Let's keep it on comic book theme.
All right.
And I think this is releasing 2 weeks between is Fantastic Four. I've been waiting for Marvel to do Fantastic Four. We've been talking about Fantastic Four pretty much since as long as we've been friends, and just like how badly the movies have screwed them up. To what degree, we disagree, but I can't wait for this just to see like a different Marvel universe in like a 60s kind of timeline and just like what they're gonna do with it. I'm excited.
All right.
And I pick another one.
You pick one more.
All right.
Fantastic Four is a good pick. I knew there was no way I was getting to that.
Yeah. If I'm being honest with myself, the movie I want to see the most is a movie that you definitely don't want to see, but I'm going to pick it anyway. It's Ballerina. This is the next entry in the John Wick universe. It's starring Ana de Armas, one of the best working actresses today, and every John Wick movie has just, if not gotten better, they're all fantastic.
Yeah, I think you took it last year, actually.
Yeah, well, they keep moving.
They do. They do. All right, so I've got the next 2 picks. Are you keeping track of what you're picking?
I'm marking off like what you pick and what I pick.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, so with my next pick, I'm going to take a movie that I also took last year, and I think they announced that it was being pushed like the day after we dropped the video or like the day we dropped the video, and I was so bad.
Yeah, we should probably asterisk everything on this list is going to get pushed.
But yeah, I'm going to take Mickey 17.
See, that's one. Yeah, that's probably what I could have taken because I knew that's something we both want to see. Yeah.
Yes. Mickey 17. It's Bong Joon-ho's follow-up to Parasite, starring Robert Pattinson.
This got pushed like 3 times, right?
Several times.
It had a huge push.
And apparently some behind-the-scenes drama about like the way it was going to actually play out and the studio versus the director. But
what I heard was that it's so weird that they can't market it and they wanted to change it, and then he went back in and made it weirder. So I'm excited for this.
I think it'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to it a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
That's a good one. I'm hyped.
Yeah. That's all right. The next one on my list, I'm going to take Sinners. Here.
Yeah.
So Sinners is the Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler vampire movie.
He's playing dual roles, right?
Yeah, he's playing twins. And we don't know like what exactly the role is. Like, are they vampires? Are they vampire hunters? Like, is there like we don't actually know, but
the trailer took the internet by storm. So
yes. And honestly, I love Ryan Coogler and I love Michael B. Jordan. So
yeah, have they worked together and it's not been like a great movie? Yeah,
exactly.
So yeah.
Everything they've done has been good.
All right.
So
nice.
All right, you're up.
All right. Unconventionally, I'm gonna take the Trey Parker, Kendrick Lamar collaboration Untitled movie that's coming out.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what it's gonna be, but I grew up watching South Park. I love Kendrick Lamar. I'm excited to see what they have coming. But I'm sure you're excited for this, right?
I'm interested.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Curiosity alone has me.
Yeah.
And then this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is probably in my top 3 most anticipated, actually. And this is Michael. It's the Michael Jackson biopic, if you want to call it a biopic. I don't know. It's got a huge budget. It's going to tell Michael Jackson's story. I'm here for it. So
That one has me like scared more than anything else. Like I really don't want them to mess that up.
I mean, it's going to be controversial no matter what. It's going to be divisive, but
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way this movie comes out and it's got like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Everybody's happy with it. So
Right, no way. But it seems like they're trying to do their best with it.
Yeah.
So taking a quick time out, I think the thing that makes this year's list or this year's draft so interesting versus last year's is there's so many more movies.
Yeah.
Like we said, my list is like 37 movies long that I have on here, and we're like picking from different portions. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
All right. For my next pick, so this is my 4th pick. I'm gonna take Wake Up Dead Man.
Damn it! Yeah, I should have taken that one. I cannot wait for Wake Up Dead Man.
Yeah, it's the latest Knives Out mystery.
Yeah.
Ryan Johnson whodunit.
Latest entry
Yeah.
in the Johnson whodunits.
So Daniel Craig's coming back. The cast is stacked. Josh O'Connor's in it, I think.
As always, yeah.
As
from
always.
Challengers.
Yeah, it's going to be good. We don't have a lot of details, but at this point,
I don't want any details.
I don't want to know. Just surprise me, just shock me.
Just release it in theaters, Netflix, for like at least 2 weeks. Come on.
Like they did with Knives Out, which did release in theaters.
I think they only had like a week though, right?
Oh, I saw it in theaters.
We saw Knives Out in theaters, right? Or we saw Glass Onion in theaters.
Oh, we did. Yes. Yeah. Okay. For my next pick, I will take The Accountant 2.
Okay.
I feel like the first Accountant movie went under the radar, weirdly. Like everyone was...
It was kind of a lower budget. It wasn't really heavily marketed, but I felt like it got the reception it needed. It was great. I like The Accountant.
I still think like it's underrated. I feel like you and I are
you're right.
Are the few people that love that movie.
It's one of those movies where like if you've talked to somebody that's seen it, they'll talk your ear off about it because it's so good.
Yeah.
But not a lot of people have seen it. It didn't get the exposure it needed for sure.
Absolutely not. But I'm hoping that this one gets better marketing. Ben Affleck coming back. You know, it's going to be good. I'm very excited for it.
Yeah.
All right, you're up.
I guess, okay, my next most excited movie is one that you're definitely not going to pick, and it's Avatar 3. I'm just going to say it. Avatar Fire and Ash. James Cameron doesn't miss, not just with these Avatar movies, but most all movies he's made are incredible. So I'm hyped. I think he raises the bar every time, not just with like cinema in general, but visual effects and just the stories are getting better. Okay, yes, they are. The plot's getting better, and that's all he needs to work on. And I think these are great. So, are you not at least curious to see like if he can keep this going? Like,
you know, when I was going through the movies coming out, I was like, are we here already? Is this coming out already?
I know, I was hyped.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it took, 10 years in between the first two?
I could have waited another 10 years for this one, so...
I think this forces James Cameron to not tell a similar story, because 1 and 2 are kind of similar. I think now he has to tell, like, a new, fresh story.
If he can.
Because there's no excuse to retell the story, because it hasn't been... There's no 10-year gap in between, you know what I mean? So, and he can, damn it, all right? This is James Cameron we're talking about, not... I was going to take a shot at, like, Nolan or something, but it's fine. It's fine.
All right, go ahead. I think you've got one more, right?
Yeah, I do... I'm thinking this is actually a movie that's coming out like next week or in 2 weeks from now, and it's called Presence. Have you heard about this?
Vaguely. Tell me.
It's like a Paranormal Activity ghost movie, but it takes place from the POV of the ghost. Yeah, and it was killing it at all the festivals, no pun intended. And I'm excited for it. Like I grew up watching horror movies, and like I've always wondered, like I've always wanted to see, not just with horror movies, but like I've always been interested in like even comic books or stuff where it's like from the point of view of like the villain and like the heroes in the shadows or whatever. This kind of feels like that. So I want to know what the ghosts are doing like when we're not looking, you know? So this is on there. Fair. It could be terrible, but I have it on. It is a January release, to be fair.
Yeah, that always makes you nervous as well, but all right. All right, you know what? Just because I could probably wait on this because you won't take it, but I'll take it here.
Okay.
We'll go Wicked for Good. It's the Wicked sequel.
Yeah. I'm excited for that.
I really liked part 1, and the soundtrack has been off and on repeat in the rotation since it
Okay,
came out.
okay.
I like how much of a moment that the first one was, so I'm looking forward to the second. I always think it's nice when like the broad culture is talking about a
Yeah,
movie,
the-
regardless of what you think about the movie itself.
The third act of the movie kind of hit such a like slow part for me where it almost made me like, okay, I don't know how excited I am for this to continue, but if it can pick back up the momentum that the first two acts had, which I think it can.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited for it. Yeah, for sure.
All right, for my next pick, you know what? Screw it. I'll just do this. I'm gonna take Thunderbolts.
Damn it, that was my next one. All right, cool.
I'm always a sucker for like that street level. I love Sebastian Stan. Sebastian Stan's great. Florence Pugh, like,
Yeah.
enjoy her
The
in
cast
just about
in general,
everything.
yeah.
The cast should be fun. They should have, as long as they take it halfway seriously, like it'll be a fun dynamic, even if it's not a great movie. But this movie itself feels a little out of the box for Marvel.
Yeah.
And
I feel like I don't know what to expect from it.
I
so-
don't know what to expect from it, and that's exciting. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm here
right.
for it. All right, that's like, I mean, that's pretty much it for superhero movies, right? We've got Cap 4, and I you know what?
I'm wearing the shirt, but you're gonna take it. All right, all right.
I think I'm looking at this list here. You know what? I'll take Now You See Me 3.
Okay. All
As
right,
much
good,
as
good pick.
Cap 4 is, you'll probably take that next, but Now You See Me 1 was great. 2, I don't remember as much, but I've seen it a couple times and I enjoyed it. Jesse Eisenberg's only elevated as an actor and a performer, so he's in this one, right? As long as he's in this, I'm excited for it. So Now You See Me, I'm excited for it to come back. It's been like at least 5 years since the last one.
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do it. The Electric State. It's the Russo brothers movie that apparently had like a $250 million budget that they ballooned into like a $500 million budget, and like I just want to see what they're doing. Like I want to see what the Russo brothers can do with like a huge budget when they don't have Marvel guiding them or restricting them.
What was the budget for Cherry?
Listen, I don't know. I was excited for Cherry. Okay, we're not talking about.
I know
that.
you were. Okay. All right. So I've got 3 picks left. I've taken 7 movies. Mm-hmm. All right. Question is whether I want to get weird with it.
Just get weird, Pratik. Just do it.
All right. This is not weird, but I'm going to take Materialists.
Materialists. Okay. What is that? I don't know if I'm familiar.
So that is the next movie from Celine Song, who we both like from past lives.
Okay. Yes.
It's about a matchmaker, her ex-boyfriend, and I think her. I don't remember who.
You
the
say
third
matchmaker
character.
like Hitch?
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's got Pedro Pascal, Chris Evans, and Dakota Johnson in it. So that's a solid trio. I like all 3 of them most of the time. So
Yeah.
you know,
most of the time.
yeah, and I really enjoyed Past Lives, and I'm not expecting it to be that because I think expecting like
Yeah.
near perfect movies all the time is just setting yourself up for failure. But I'm curious.
No,
to
it's
see...
gonna be perfect.
I'm curious to see what happens. So that's next on my list.
Okay.
Okay, pick number 9 for me. You know what? I'm gonna take The Naked Gun.
Yeah, have you seen the first one?
I've seen, yeah, I'm a big fan of those movies in general.
I've never seen the first one. I'm making it like a point to watch it.
You know, there's more than one, right?
Well, at least I've never seen the first like franchise.
The first series.
Yeah,
Got it, yeah.
But I've seen the
Yeah.
trailer for it because I was like, let's just see what this is all about. We watched the commercial for it, me and my fiance, and it just like the first 10 seconds of it, I was like, this looks stupid, and then it just became hilarious, and I was like, all right, well, I gotta watch this. So,
You do have to watch it. It's
Yeah.
really funny.
Liam Neeson.
If you haven't heard of it, it's comedically very similar to Airplane. So they're rebooting the franchise with Liam Neeson in the role, who I think is an underrated comedy actor. Yeah. I think he can pull that style of comedy off really well. That like real deadpan.
He doesn't do comedy enough, but
Yeah.
like just the little bits we get to see of him like in Ted and like when he shows up.
When they
yeah.
cast him in this, that Ted clip was the first thing I thought of, and
Yeah.
what I showed people like this is what it could be.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I think it'll be really funny. I'm really looking forward to it. All right. So I've got one more pick, but you've got to take 2, and then I get the last pick.
Okay. I'm going to do... It doesn't have a release date yet, but it's the Dwayne Johnson A24 movie, The Smashing Machine. I just want to see if he can do it. I just want to see if Dwayne can do it. I want to see him challenge himself and do something different. And yeah, I want to see a good A24 Dwayne Johnson effort.
All right.
Do you have any doubts that he can, or...
I'm curious because we haven't really seen
Yeah.
him do this type of movie.
Or even get like emotional even in any
Yeah,
scene.
it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while since he stretched himself as an actor. So I'm curious to see how that goes.
And it's the Safdie brothers, right? Or at least one of them.
It's Benny, I think. Yeah. So it's Benny. Josh has a movie coming out with Timothy Chalamet later this year, which I'm not going to take, but I kind of put those two right next to each other when I was shortlisting it.
Okay.
Okay. So do you have one more, or is that it?
There's nothing that's really jumping out at me, but I think I do have one more pick. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Magazine Dreams. It's the Jonathan Majors movie, and don't cancel me. I know he's a little canceled right now, but everybody was saying that movie was so good coming out of the festivals last year, and I'm glad, and I think Disney's distributing it, right? Maybe they sold it off, but it's coming out, and I want to see it. It's about a boxer, and I think they pulled it because of obviously Jonathan Majors, but. If they feel like they can release this, then who are we to say we can't watch it, right? Let's get a little controversy in here before we end this.
Sure, why not? Yeah, if you've made it this far, here's your little bit. All right, last pick for me. I'll take Predator: Badlands.
Okay.
It's the same director who did Prey, which I really enjoyed. In this one, the twist on the Predator formula is that the Predator is our protagonist, which is different enough that I'd want to see how this plays out.
Yeah. And with the director of Prey, that's enough to get me interested.
They've earned enough. There's enough trust there, at least one movie's worth of trust. Where I'll take it.
I've only seen Prey. I haven't seen any other Predator movies, and I'd never had the drive to. So, but Prey, you're right. Prey got me enough, and that premise sounds interesting. So yeah,
I'll take it. All right, that's 10 for each of us. You want to run through what you've got real fast?
Do you have it marked out? Yeah, go ahead. No.
I'll take what I have.
I kind of just marked off everything.
So I took Superman, Mickey 17, Sinners, Wake Up Dead Man, Accountant 2, Wicked for Good, Thunderbolts, Materialists, The Naked Gun, Predator: Badlands.
Nobody took Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
I just thought you would take it. That's why I didn't take it.
That's kind of what I'm known for, but that last one, man. We need some redemption.
All right. And then what was my list? Is it mine on there? I don't think so.
I wasn't marking yours. It's fine.
It's good.
We'll go back and
I think you won. I think you won for sure. I think you had the better list. But doing this kind of made me more excited, which is good because I thought this was going to be depressing because I was going to go through and there's so many movies this year that I actually don't want to see. But a lot of these movies are potentially good.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully they're good. We'll see you guys as we review some, if not all of them. So we'll see you guys later.
See you guys.